Is this the end of rim brakes altogether? Like the real end of rim brakes? Shimano has officially and finally killed off the rim brake, coming in hot with the release of the R7100-105 mechanical group set with hydraulic discs only, relegating the slow-stopping old technology to a relic of the past. And it seems, unless someone can correct me here, there is only Tiagra and Sora. But even the lower Q's range is going to be hydraulic. So forget about rim brakes on new Shimano group sets. What's your opinion on ditching rim brakes? Should Shimano take all of the blame for killing the rim brake? I mean, if anyone is to be held responsible, it's the frame designers, isn't it? It's very hard to find a higher-end rim brake bike these days. Even at the recent handmade bike show with smaller frame builders, I don't think I saw one rim brake bike. So you can't just blame Shimano, but you can certainly start pointing the fingers if you're angry about it. Just know this: we, the consumers, have also played a part in it. With that out of the way, on today's show, some more controversy with Team DSM's firm rider management has surfaced again, rolling resistance of 8 tyres tested, more new bikes and bars, and our social media rounds featuring Primoz Roglic popping his cork. Hello, I'm Damien Roos, and welcome to the Quick Spin Cycling Digest. If you're new here, we gather all of the news and views from the net so you don't have to. Links are in the description. Let's go. The Canadian cycling magazine reports that Marco Brenner, a 21-year-old German cyclist racing for DSM Firm Menix, had hoped to participate in the 2023 Vuelta a España, but has taken off the roster just before the race began. He was totally bummed about this, and this is where the controversy starts. The tension between Brenner and his team stems from his saddle height adjustments due to long-term effects from a 2020 accident with a tractor. Despite trying various rehabilitation exercises, he still experienced pain. Changing his saddle height without consulting the team led to communication issues and strained relations. I guess this is like the shampoo incident of 2020. But anyway, Brenner's contract with the team runs until 2024, and he hopes to find a new team by then. I really think he's just getting a jump on the PR here, and he's also venting while trying to find a new team and explaining why he didn't ride the Vuelta when he is obviously good enough to do so. But we can rack this one up to another disgruntled DSM rider not fitting into the system. Bike Mag is asking, what's with all of the gravel? A question riders on each side of dirt and road might also ask from time to time. The part that piqued my interest was how the author reflected on the blurred line between gravel and mountain biking and suggested that it's not just the drop bars that define it, but also the spirit of adventure and exploration. As cheesy as that sounds, I think they're onto something here. Like for me, gravel is closer to riding mountain bikes in the 90s when you went searching for fire roads and off-road trails because well-engineered trail networks were just not a thing. Sometimes you could find those golden goat tracks, and other times you were carrying your bike out of ravines over unrideable terrain. Gravel riding offers this type of unique experience again, tackling various terrains and surfaces, making it distinct from road and modern-day mountain biking. Bike Radar took 8 of the latest road tyres to test them in a lab with rolling resistance. In the test, they were high-performance tubeless road bike tyres, and they evaluated factors like rolling resistance, ride quality, grip, installation, and cost. And the winner was the Pirelli P0 TLR. It emerged as the most efficient tyre with the lowest rolling resistance. The Vittora Corsa Pro TLR had the highest rolling resistance. But to be fair, we're only talking about 5 watts difference between the two extremes. And maybe that counts in your world, but it's kind of the same ballpark for me. So this is where the other factors really come into play. Grip, ride feel, and durability really become important when considering your specific use case. And if you're after a more general, less performance-based tyre, then you're looking at something like the Continental GP5000 AS TR or the Pirelli P-Race 4S. 2 new gravel bikes, or do we call them adventure bikes? I know, I just said these things represent the spirit of adventure, but saying it out loud, it is cringy.
What bike you taking today, Phil? Oh, I'm taking my adventure bike.
Anyway, Bike Radar served up the info on the Willier Adler gravel bike. And just by looking at it, you can tell that this thing is all about bike packing, with purpose-designed racks and bags available for the bike, clearance for 52mm gravel tyres or 2-inch mountain bike tyres. It does have the oh no integrated cable hose routing, but it has a slacker degree head tube angle, mounts on the front and rear racks, bosses for third bottle cage, top tube bags and mud guards, and it can carry up to 35 kilograms of extra load. The prices range from 3,700 to 5,400 euros. And we have the most interesting gravel bike I've seen in a while. The YT Scepter. If you are unfamiliar with YT, they're a German mountain bike manufacturer founded in 2006. The company operates a direct-to-consumer model with its origins in dirt jumping and free riding. YT has expanded its lineup and includes all forms of mountain biking and gravel biking, which this is their first entry into the drop bar market. And you can kind of tell, right? Check out the design and the geometry of the Scepter. It's designed around a 40mm fork. It really is more of a drop bar hardtail mountain bike, so not designed for touring or backpacking. What do you think? Does it appeal to you? Is this something that you would buy? More bars. Actually, I'm liking the thinking coming out of these smaller manufacturers when it comes to handlebars. This time, it's a hybrid bar. What does that mean? Well, it means it could be on the road, gravel, or on a mountain bike. The manufacturer, Beast Components, has designed this carbon drop bar for mountain bikes though. And as you can see here, it has hoods, which are positioned 460mm apart. The drops have a width of 600mm, and there's a double flare. There's a shallow 95mm drop and a small back sweep of 4 degrees for an upright upper body position. One thing to note here is that because it's designed for use with mountain bike brakes and shifters, it's not compatible with road brake bike levers. It's noted in the review, though, that while not revolutionary, it provides a noteworthy new approach, and you can transform a mountain bike into a gravel bike or a drop bar mountain bike. So it appeals to those seeking a gravel bike experience with an existing mountain bike, even though braking and shifting are not possible while on the hoods. The price, €499.90. To be expected, social media is currently full of Remco and the Welter, although there is Sebkus in red and Primoz popping his cork. There's exclusive rider footage. Well, that was the first stage. This was on board the footage of a stage winner. There's a team bus in trouble, more cheap Little Trek promos, ice baths, which I had to have a really close look at this because I thought that he just jumped in the beer cooler, and some roadie wheelie styly. Then finally, we have Phil Gilles showing off a new bike, and in the background, a beast of a Porsche. And that's it. That's our quick spin around the world of cycling. Ride well, and I'll catch you next time.